can love you 1 minute while you're playing for them, and then it goes straight to hate.
Brayshaw, whose ball use wasn't perfect last week, but he did make plenty of intercepts as well, and playing his role, working up and down from the wing. And there he is again, looking it out wide. Harms tries to get himself free. We've seen the desperate tackles already applied early, and the pressure from the Adelaide Crows.
Yeah, it's going to be a matter of how long can they do that for, Hutto. We heard Roo speak about the intensity and the pressure they were applying. The Dees are number one in that respect.
Wiedemann wobbles it forward. McDonald. Langdon had a good look. He's been good for a goal most weeks, and he starts with one. Crows playing it short, just trying to get some possession. Seedsman's had a good year. Third at Adelaide for score involvements, coming off a 22 disposal game. We know he takes the metres, in fact more than anyone in the comp. Gets a sharp, it's downfield.
Well, I don't really get a look at Phil Thorpe. This talented, super talented kid burst on, had a great couple of early weeks. He's up the testing material today against one of the elite defenders. Looking forward to seeing how he goes.
Boys, keep an eye on Lever. He's just zoning off McHenry at the moment.
He's doubling back there now. To make about Phil Thorpe. He's got it! Great start for the young tall man.
That's the issue. You go looking for the switch because what you want's not there. Sometimes you just got to take the conservative play.
Plays that up high. Why not? He's identified Gawn drifting forward. There's no sign of O'Brien in the picture. Having his worst goal-kicking accuracy of his career is Max Gawn, but that one's just fine. He really does hold his ground. Brayshaw is hurt. We better keep an eye on that with his history of concussion. The flipped hand pass from McKay is good. Creative. Is it productive? Schonberg to the square. It is. And that is a potential mismatch if Rivers is going to go one-on-one against Walker.
He's still down, Brayshaw, boys. There you go.
His teammate Wiedemann bouncing back after finger surgery. Only missed the 1 week. Gone again. This time O'Reilly is with him. Hits the ground. McDonald, yes. He's so full of confidence. Awareness of the obstacles and where the goals are.
Gawn's in the goal square now. Jackson in the ruck.
Jackson, who was dynamic in the third term against North Melbourne. Big breakout game and 11 disposals for the quarter. Advantage paid, and Rivers gets a rare venture forward, and from 60 metres out, with all the momentum, he kicks a wonderful, long goal. Had some options going forward. Fritsch is still down there. Trying to put a block on. Melksham softens the ball, and Wiedemann found a little channel to lead into. Didn't kick a goal last week. He gets another opportunity today and makes no mistake.
Well,
margin 18 points. 4 minutes to go in the opening term. Shallow throw, Gawn. Hit it straight down to Rowe. He says, thanks, Max. Defensive pressure. Berry was tidy. His kick is deep. Almost got through to full court. Lever under immediate pressure. Handballs towards the line. The crowd will go with you, Rowe. And will deliver it, and the umpire will too.
Got to the ball before it went over the boundary, but he just shepherded it, hoping that the decision to go his way.
And Jimmy looks to make it 2 in 2 minutes. Duday got the highest. And nice push-off from Seedsman. He rushed the handball. Duday disposed of by Oliver, and then Petrarca. And suddenly they get aggressive with the footy. McDonald to Brayshaw, the flow forward. Look at Petrarca, power run. Pickett's running back to the square. Fritsch is coming now.
Well, you need to understand how good that kick was.
A few free kicks there that could have gone Melbourne's way. Hibbert. Just a bit of hanging on at the front.
Well done.
Unseen.
Yeah, it was a good spoil from Murray.
Fogarty. Through Duday and Scholl. And then it's Laird with the kick into the 50. Walker the clean take. Expectations rise as McKay uses the left perfectly. They're staying in at the Crows. Kicks it deep. McDonald again. O'Brien over the top. Duday just smashed.
He's got to be careful, Riley O'Brien, because sometimes he goes for the mark in defence. So this is the tackle. Walker just puts him to the ground. I don't think there's too much in it.
Nothing in it, I would have thought.
Muscling through Fridge. Kept the handballs moving. It's a flying shot for goal. It's not a backhand kick. Oh, celebrations between Oliver and Langdon. Adelaide defenders got there in multiple numbers. Quick kick, Seedsman. Sneak it forward. The hands are good. Rose on the move. Where to next? A run from Scholl. Didn't need hands. Got it forward at all costs. Berry gave up about 35 to 40 metres. Was it worth it? A stand start from Taylor Walker. Top of the goal square. Thilthorpe against Gawn. O'Brien. Got it back to Thilthorpe. The big guys get it done.
Umpires have shown this year that if you really exaggerate the contact, they probably won't pay it.
O'Brien reaches over. Neil Bullen to centre-half back. Scholl's shown a propensity to kick the ball out of the air. Jones hairs after it. Jordan just slightly lost his footing, but not his composure. Lando a handball. They're inside. Berry to Keys. Must. Does. And they're back in front again. Did his best. Petrarca goes to work through the pack. And then to Oliver. Couldn't have got rid of it. The crowd calling for a throw. Harms. Oh, the whistle failed. James Harms. His fourth game. And that's beautifully executed. Clears the pack comfortably. Just what Melbourne needed. Turns. Almost like he's going to kick on the left boot. He's angled it deep to Forrity. McAdam! Couldn't quite. Oh, the cruel bounce. Back there for Langdon. Hunt almost gave away the free kick. McAdam had a crack once and then a second time. And it bounces off hands for the behind. Langdon. The response from the crowd.
There's a sign of the pressure.
And the deeper they go with this, the harder it's going to be for Melbourne. I mean, they already just saw uncontested numbers in this third quarter. You can talk all you want at half-time. It's 16-3 already for Adelaide.
Gawn gets back, slipped through the fingers. Opportunity for Walker. Pass now. Lever in front of Petrarca. Langdon trying to get it back to the dynamic Petrarca. Instead, they've got to watch as Keys fires away. Finds a way for another goal.
And then the other hand comes in that wasn't in the contest. I can understand why the umpires paid it.
Yep.
Off to Seedsman. Now they really will erupt to take the shot that Melbourne need. Yet to kick a goal in this quarter. And Christian Petrarca is the man to change all of that. He's really lifted this Melbourne team in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Had 7 touches for the quarter to lead the Dees. And Adelaide still an advantage of 4 points. There was no way through for O'Brien. Sloan and then O'Brien. And now it's Oliver. And suddenly it's heading Melbourne's way to a one-on-one. Jackson. Well done, Murray. Got the first touch and the second. Jackson keeps at him. Dubious handball. Haven't seen a lot of Pickett. You've seen him now. Run, baby, run! May and Fogarty, the umpire, watching them. And we're all watching Seedsman with the launch. Can anyone get a run? No, lovely little shove, or is it? It's a push!
No way. That's extraordinary.
There's one the home crowd will delight in.
Well, the stoppage win was important. The free kick was controversial, but
3 goals, 8 for the season. Can't miss from there. Adelaide are back in front. This is a good one. Neil Bullen as Fritsch gets up awkwardly. Wiedemann makes the move now. He's in the line of vision, but instead of the pocket, and Oliver is capable of that. And he runs around. It was there for him, and he curls it through. Coolly and calmly.
Spoke about Langdon earlier about his hard running, and I said Scholl runs hard. He was right on the defensive line then when he was needed.
Not the perfect connection off the boot, so it's coming back from Rivers. Jackson looks likely at the front. Spoils were made, and here comes Clayton Oliver wading through and then just thrown on the boot by Spargo, and he hits the target. For a moment it comes to a standstill for Schonberg, so there was nothing for him, but he got it through to Taylor Walker, back through the middle, and precise kick. McAdam pops up, he's got the free.
this is huge again.
And he'll know that. He's kicked 2 behinds tonight. Goalless so far. He's got plenty of that, McAdam. Just enough. Who's on the move? Maybe Gawn himself. Pickett shuffles past. He's circling. Langdon got enough room to get it back to the square. And then it was about the bounce. And the bounce was true. And the goal was terrific. So the goal counts, unless otherwise advised.
He's not happy, Lockie Scholl. He's the one that believes he got a fingertip to it. He's just shaking his head.
Big decision.
Yep.
Get right. Well, it's not no decision. But yeah, Keys, bad mistakes.
Big gap in the clearances, the gap in the game in some ways. And this man can be as well. Petrarca, suddenly they're at centre-half forward, and the threat grows. The commitment is still there from Adelaide. But Oliver, shrugging off anything that comes his way. Clayton Oliver, what a start!
There in Matthew Nicks. His team's giving their all. But if it's not Oliver, it's Petrarca winning the clearance. And they continue to get it forward. And then look at Oliver working forward.
We're just bearing witness to one of the great halves of footy here.
Oh, correct.
It's been extraordinary what he's been able to do since half-time.
I don't even know if it was a shot for goal or if it was looking for Max Gawn. But it doesn't matter. He's just doing everything.
Straight lines for Seedsman. He's caressed the kick, though. Nicely done. McHenry bobs up.
Big hole.
Yep.
Big hole.
Into the pocket for Walker. He's got it.
It's a good contested mark in the end. He was being held. He was looking for the free kick, but he was able to reach out.
They say you train as you play as you train. And that's what he's done. The chest of Pickett. And the next phase is a couple of Melbourne targets deep. Jackson, Brayshaw. They work out who's going to do what. It's a handball for Harms, and then Jackson stayed in the picture. They avert the danger until it's swiped away, although Neil Bullen pounced.
It's brave again, though. Back through the middle. They're going to have a crack at it here.
They are to the heart of the Adelaide Oval. Walker didn't mark, but it didn't matter. Smith to Rowe off the left boot. He's got a loose man, and that man is Fogarty.
The right call, Chief, not to play on and go back, and he's so good at this.
I'll have $1 on him, Jase.
Yes, I'm afraid you might be right.
From just inside the 50. It's going to just get there. Incessant pressure being felt around the Adelaide Oval. Time for a heroic act. Oh, Walker, what's he doing? Trying to claim it. He handballs to Sloane. A minute 30 on the clock now. Keys running the wrong way. Running into Petty. Running into walls everywhere. Sloane. Walker!
I'm amazed.
Taylor Walker, he's given this moment. And he takes it, his arms rise around the Adelaide Oval. It's not over yet. But Adelaide are in front. And this crowd can't believe it. All eyes on Gawn and O'Brien. Seedsman, it's smothered by Brayshaw. Oh, the scenes as Brayshaw gets it high. It's all or nothing. All or nothing. Ring the bell.